Hello TV and the Birdman Media Network, and of course the podcast as well. We're going to kick off this morning talking with Mrs. Allison Hephner of the Navajo County Public Health Services District. How are you?
Good.
You having fun yet today?
Yes.
So what do you've got? You've got like tons of events coming, don't you?
I have tons, and I just want to give people a reminder of these events. So one of the events we have coming up that actually got a really good response to is our Be Safe event happening Friday, May 10th. That event, we are already, I don't want to say sold out because it's free, but we have adults and children 13 and above with children with special healthcare needs and adults with special healthcare needs attending that. And it's working with the police officers and those kids to develop a relationship and know how to interact with each other. So very excited for that. Saturday is the White Mountain Apache Tribe Heritage
Yeah,
Festival.
You're looking for a flyer.
I know you had one. I think it's out there.
Yeah.
But and that's at Fort Apache, and I'm excited to go to that. I think it's our 66th or something like that.
Yeah, and also it's the Stake White Mountain Preparedness Fair that's going on at the Stake Center in Pinetop, Lakeside. So
oh wow!
So I got to do that in the morning and then go out to the Heritage event.
There's busy day. So then, to try to get this in order of things, we have on May 18th the First Things First Early Childhood Conference. That is from about 8 to 5. They have a speaker, Dominic Capella, who is the co-author of Anna Age 8. It's trauma-informed care. They have probably, I think, 11 different workshops an hour that people can go to. There's going to be delicious food from the Persnickety's Twisted Lunchbox. And it's going to be a blast. There's tons of vendors we have coming on and door prizes. So that will be fun. And then Monday is our Open and Engaged event where we've invited community leaders, elected officials, first responder leaders, and agency leaders to discuss adverse child experiences and the framework that we can implement throughout our communities to create a culture of family support, parent support, youth mentorship, housing, transportation, mental health, substance abuse. I mean, it just goes on.
And just to give people an understanding, they think this is just about kids. It isn't. No. It's actually, kids are obviously the foundation of, that's where you start. Everybody starts as a kid. It affects everything all the way through the workplace all the way till death. So this is something that they found that if they can address things early on, one, they can prevent things in the future. But if they're aware of things that happened early on, even if you're later in development or as an adult, they can help understand better and address the issues and keep people out of trouble and keep them out of all kinds of things, right?
Yeah, I mean, I completely understand that being reactive to these issues is a lot easier than being proactive. Because proactive, you have to identify these individuals, but being proactive will outlast the reactive state significantly. So if you are a taxpayer, this would benefit you. If you are a business owner, this would benefit you because now you can have the workforce to support what you're doing. We can have people educated to do what they need. Average childhood experiences is a pretty rough thing, and every child in our county in the United States deserves to have a good quality of life. And that's what this is about, is making sure we can come together as community and support these children and their parents and their support structures. So cool. That's happening May 20th.
Okay.
That's invitation only. If you know and you feel you are a leader in our community and you can influence change, if you're an elected official and you haven't gotten a invite yet, please reach out to me. I would love to see you at this. We have about 130 community leaders coming to this, including state legislation, local legislation, and more, business CEOs, and things like that. So it's kind of going to be a brilliant conversation. I'm excited for the caliber of people.
Next up, you got.
So next up is the garden, White Mountain Community Garden, and I'm sure they've come up here and talked about this a lot. We're very excited for this. This is the Garden Expo. They have over 30 vendors that are going to be there. They will have presenters. Jimmy Geocaris is going to be talking about companion planting. They have Pandora Forbes that's going to do bee bombs for kids, and that might sound bad, but it's not. It looks like a little bath ball, and it's biodegradable, and they put the seeds that you can throw in the forest, and they populate the flowers that support the bees. There is so much stuff for kids to do. It's insane. This event, that isn't just, it's not the same old thing. This is, kids are going to be making bee bombs. Kids get to go on a scavenger hunt. Kids are painting rocks. Kids are just tons of stuff. So coloring and learning and bugs, good bugs, bad bugs. So it's going to be amazing. And it's for free.
Very cool.
Of course, when you do come, Persnickety's Twisted Lunchbox will be there. That's not for free. You can purchase food through their lunchbox, and they're delicious. And door prizes they have probably, I would say, 60 to 70 killer door prizes. They're going to be doing a raffle for that. That's the only thing. That's how they're going to raise money for the garden. So bring some money for those door prizes because they are killer. So that's May 25th at the White Mountain Community Garden, which is 520 North 9th Place, right next to the Public Health Building, right behind Family Advocacy Center, at that light that attaches the government building with the county buildings.
Yep.
So, finally, the Derby down the Deuce.
And that's actually, it's funny. At the beginning of June, it seems like, it's pretty TikTok close, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm exhausted with everything
We're
going on.
coming straight into summer. Get ready for the kids to be out of school.
And be busy. So, the 8th annual Derby Down the Deuce starts at 8 a.m. on June 8th, 2019. The Children with Special Healthcare Needs Coalition is managing the Special Healthcare Needs Division. So this is children and adults that get to go down in the coolest derby cars. And that's what's kind of neat this year, is last year there was a lot of speed and it was pretty crazy.
Right.
And we noticed last year with our special needs population that the derby cars that we were using weren't the coolest.
Right.
And a lot of them couldn't fit in them.
Yeah.
So we partnered with Timber Mesa Fire and Kirk Webb and Meadows Catalina, Johnny Walker, and they went out and they found partnerships with Timber Mesa, Shola Police Department, Navapache Electric Co-op, and other agencies that are actually building cool vehicles.
So now,
for the kids.
not only do they get to go down and do the race, they get to do it in a really cool car.
Yeah, either a fire truck or a police car, or the Navapache Electric with the bucket on the back, right. Or I heard there's a jet or something. I mean, these are going to be awesome. So if you have a child or an adult that has a special healthcare need, understand that these are also going to be accessible to them. We made it so that they can come open, so the child, if they have a brace on or something, they would be able to participate in this.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. So if you're interested in signing up your child, understand that you are the co-rider, or you need an adult. It could be 18 and above to co-ride with that child down, and it's going to be a blast, and you'll be covering it, correct?
Yes. And actually, it's going to be a joint, so Sholo TV is going to have it, and we're going to put it out live. So it'll be live on the platforms that are out there, and you'll be able to, so if you're not able to get down onto the street, you can watch it live, and you'll be updated as to who's winning and stuff like that. So very cool.
Yeah, come and see the kids, because there's nothing better than seeing those smiles.
It's the best part of the race, I think.
Oh, by far.
Cool.
So
awesome.
That's it.
Anything else? That's it?
That's it.
Cool. Hey, it's Allison Hephner with the Navajo County Public Health Services District. Make sure you're checking out their website. It's on the Navajo County website. Just go to that, click on the health district, and you can find all the details there. Okay, still hanging out here in the noisy studio. It's Building B at the complex, the Hub. And I'm telling you that because I've got with me Lance Eiden. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good, Rob. How are you?
Good. So, Lance, you do all kinds of stuff around the Hub, but one thing you do on the weekends in the summertime is run the Wagon Wheel Swap Meet, right?
Yes, I do. I enjoy it.
What is it, 6 years now?
I think this is 5.
5 years,
I think this is 5 years.
I know it's almost since the beginning when they moved here, they've had a swap meet. Now, it's moved around in different locations.
Yes.
It was inside, it was outside, it was partially outside, it was all... Now, you've actually got a pretty cool setup. Explain to people where it is and what's going on with it in the location now.
I think it's a really cool setup. The best way to explain it is last year when you pulled into the swap meet, you pulled in and you kind of went straight and looked to the right and there was a swap. Now you pull in and you look to the left and you'll see us over here. I don't know exactly how much acreage we got, but I'm guessing it's about a 2.5, 3 acre lot over there that we're on.
Right.
So we're actually on a much bigger section of property now. Luckily here at the Hub, we've got about, I think we're pushing 11 acres now.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know they've actually added some frontage property, but they've had this back section that's sort of been like, I think you used it for vehicle impound for a little while.
Yes,
And they had a towing thing there, and then so now it's they've just taken over and Explain what you did out there.
We moved the swap meet out there, and what we've done is basically surrounding this horseshoe square shape that I've got is about a 14 to 15 foot wall, nice and concrete. So along that outer perimeter there, I put vendors all along the wall. So I got 15 vendors on one wall, 9 vendors on another wall over here. And then I put up 2 freestanding 20 foot wide by 100 foot long vendor covers that have 10 spots in each booth. The spaces are 10 by 20s in those spaces. They're 17 by 12 up against the walls.
Okay.
And so roughly the same square footage all the way around, and really nice.
Okay, now is all of it covered? Part of it's covered, or what's the deal?
I have both covered spaces and uncovered spaces. So I've explained kind of how our covered spaces work.
Okay.
Around the perimeter of the covered spaces, just like we did before over here around the perimeter, we're doing uncovered spaces, and they're also going to be in the 10 to 12 foot wide by 20 to 25 foot wide lengths, depending on where they land in the yard.
Okay, so you started up in the end of April. Is it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Yes, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I open up the gates to vendors a little bit early, but we call it 8 to 4 Friday and Saturday, and then 10 to 4 on Sundays.
Okay, very cool. Awesome. Anything else people need to know?
Yeah, let's just throw it out there. Our covered spaces are running $15 per day, and our uncovered spaces are running $10 per day.
Okay.
To reserve a space, the best thing to do is give me a call on a Wednesday, and then I know what roughly I have available for the next week. We can throw my phone number out there. My number is 520-705-5196.
Okay, cool. And then, of course, you've got the Wagon Wheel Swap Meet page that's
Yes.
on Facebook. Best way, though, is to directly contact you.
Yeah, the
via
best
phone.
thing to do is directly. Unfortunately, I come from a little pre-gen from computer era, and I'm not the best at it. I'm working on it, though.
Very cool. Awesome. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think we're good. We're going to have some neat foods in there and vendors. I've got already a bunch of really cool antique dealers coming in, and a lot of our most of our regulars from last year will be there. We'll have some new people. I think it's going to be great.
Cool.
This new area, the way it walks around and the movement of it is just really neat. I wanted to be over here a couple of years ago.
No, cool. Awesome. Yeah, to me, it's like that kind of a bizarre feel.
Yes,
A
it does.
bizarre-
It has
yeah.
it's kind. I hate to use the word old school, but it's kind of got the old school swap meet feel to it, and it's really really cool.
Very cool. So remember, it's free to come out and buy stuff. There's no cost to get into it.
Absolutely.
And it's going all the way. It'll go all the way until what, October-ish.
The end of October is usually when we shut it down. It starts getting really cold about that time out here.
It does.
It's really hard to keep people around.
Lance Eiden once again with the Wagon Wheel Swap Meet. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you, Rob. Appreciate you.
Okay. Hey, that's going to be it for this week's Community Shout. I'm Birdman here on the Birdman Media Networks, on WMI TV, and also Sholo TV. Remember, if you want to come in and shout out about an event, activity, or something that's going on in the community, feel free to do so. It's free. We record them 10 a.m. on Tuesdays, and they show up on the networks on Thursday. So, hey, I'm Birdman reminding you, if I don't see you around town, I'll catch you right here on the web.